down the mountain, and one of my friends, Jeanette, said she was coming to Kathmandu to help me. I thought I had done something wrong, but then realized that there was a lot of excitement. I did know that what we were doing, or what I embarked on in 2012 was big, but I did not realize that everybody was just with me. It was my family and my tribe who are my friends, but I'm so excited to realize that it's the whole nation, and to see that people are actually motivated to summit their own Everest. So I put something together for you. On the 16th of May 2019, I stood on top of Everest. And to be fair, it was Noah and I and two other members of our team. I embarked on this journey in 2012 to reach the 7 summits, the 7 highest peaks on 7 continents around the world. And so far, I have done 4. It wasn't just a personal quest, but it was something that I embarked on in an effort to actually educate the African child. Everything that I've done because somebody invested in my education. And I've done this through the Mandela Libraries project, where we've built 4 libraries, 3 in Gauteng and 1 in KZN, as well as the Dr. Tandi Foundation, which looks after orphans from primary school all the way up to university, and we'll hear from some of them. After the successful summit of Everest on the 16th, there was a mountain of media coverage around me as the first Black African female to summit Everest. While this specific trip was focused on personal drivers, I do also believe my achievement means that in a small way, I took every African who might have been told that they couldn't consider the pursuit with me to the top of the world. Excuse me. I therefore wish that this summit will inspire every African child, black or white, to reach their own individual Everest. It may be homework, it may be that business that you're struggling with. Like as you heard before, it hasn't been easy for me. This was my 4th attempt. The first 2 were not successful because of natural disaster. The last one, it was so close yet so far. But what was important is to come out with life and be able to try again, which we did on the 16th of May 2019. A mountaineering reality is that a summit is only halfway. So you see that mostly people stand on the top with their flags. I was like sitting there thinking, because Noah had been drilling in all of us, that the summit is halfway. You still have to come down. And those who have been following climbing know that most people actually lose their lives coming down. So you celebrate, but you know that you need to come home for it to actually be a summit. We lost one of our good friends, Seamus Lawless, during the descent, which most of you have heard about, so I thought I should just talk about it. And first of all, condolences to his family and his friends. I would treasure the vast knowledge. He was very knowledgeable. He's one of the few people that in the mountain, you talk about Africa, he knows what happened in Rwanda, he knows what's happening in South Africa. Very knowledgeable guy, which is something that I'll remember about him within the short period of time that I met him. High altitude mountaineering is inherently risky, and sometimes something we do reflect on when undertaking these challenges. Just like maybe driving on N1 is risky as well, but mountaineering is risky. But I encourage everyone, therefore, to continue making the most of the time that we have, because life is short. You know, we're not going to be afraid to drive on N1 or to climb because we're going to die, because death is the fate of us all. I pray that when we die doing what we love doing, or making a difference and leaving the world a better place than we found it. While I might be climbing Everest alone, I do want to acknowledge the often hidden support network behind me. My friends, my family, who have gone through a lot, as you can imagine, and a lot of followers on Facebook, the Ministry of Sports, and a lot of other organizations that have supported me along the way. I thank them for being by my side every step of the way. I also want to thank Vimo and Garmin that believed in making history and trusted me with sponsorship in one way or another. Most importantly, I would like to thank the Dr. Tandy Foundation for trusting me to be an ambassador and to take the word out there, to bring awareness and to raise money to make a difference. I don't personally know how to run an NGO, but I respect and trust people that are doing a good job in making a positive dent in the unemployment rate that we have in South Africa. We have so far raised 135,000 rands, the last time I checked, which will take one child through school for 1 year. But come on, South Africa, we can do more. And I think I have summited, but there is still a lot more that we can do in that respect. More importantly, I would like to thank the Almighty God for me, very important. I think with whom nothing would be possible. And I would like to thank the Sherpas, the unsung heroes, and more importantly, Noah, whose guidance and leadership made this possible. I would like to thank him. I think climbing is often seen as a solo step, and most people will come down and say, I did this. It's really a team sport, and you need to make sure you have the right team, and I thank God for the right team that we had this time. So in 2014, I started an initiative called Summits with a Purpose, to take Ubuntu to the top of the world. I think this was just an idea to say, a lot of times you see that we are losing Ubuntu, we are losing who we are. And I thought, Sir Hillary summited this mountain in 53. How come no African woman has done it? Is it because we are incapable? We can do anything that we put our minds to. I think there's a lot more things that we need to actually search for, that we are not there, and create space at the table for the next generation of leaders so that nobody dares say there are things that we can't do. We can do anything that we put our minds to. And this is proof that even though I didn't do it the first time or the second time, I did manage to actually summit and open a way for other young climbers to come along the way. So this page is a page that we can use to summit with a purpose, whether you're climbing Kilimanjaro, if you want to make a difference in the community. We're opening up this page, and there's a lot more projects that will actually open up on this specific page. So there are many more mountains to climb and more work to be done. In a nutshell, watch this space as we keep moving forward, one step at a time. When you don't succeed the first time, try and try again, because the summit is only a step away. Thank you so much for your support.
That's Saray Khumalo there holding an impromptu media briefing shortly after landing at OR Tambo International. And you will know, once again, let's repeat, she has summited Mount Everest successfully. She says that this was her fourth attempt, having tried many other times before unsuccessfully so, but this time definitely making it at the top of Mount Everest. And also importantly, just drawing out on what she said there, saying that mounting or summiting Mount Everest does not mean that you have done it successfully once you're at the top, because you've got to go back down. And I guess that's where she also then makes mention of losing one of their good friends, Seamus Lawless, who was also summiting at the same time as them, but unfortunately he lost his life whilst on that particular journey, and sending out her condolences to the family. And she says that one of the things that she will miss about him is that she will treasure the vast knowledge that he had, and that's something that will remain with her for some time, she says. She also thanking the number of what she says a hidden support system, whether it be family and other groups, but also importantly mentioning the Ministry of Sport, saying that they have been behind her all the way during this journey. And importantly also, she says that this she was doing in order to inspire every child, black or white, to achieve that ultimate goal that they want to achieve in life, and saying that this essentially is one of those drives that are meant to enthuse many people about life's journey.